Order. Is it a point of order?
I seek leave to hold my questions over to such time as the Minister of Social Development and Employment or anyone other than Simon Power is available to answer.
Order. Leave is sought for that course of action. Is there any objection? There is objection. Jacinda Ardern.
Mr. Speaker, my question to the Minister for Social Development and Employment, does she stand by her statement in the House last week that some of our preliminary results show that around 7,000 of 16 and 17-year-olds are not touching any sort of program or training?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister for Social Development, yes, that number does include about 3,300 young people who are receiving a benefit of some sort.
Jacinda Ardern.
Supplementary. Why did she limit her answer to 16 and 17-year-olds? Is it because the figure for 15 and 19-year-olds to 19-year-olds not in employment, education or training or any form of benefit is much larger at 34,900?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
On behalf of the Minister for Social Development, the reason why she gave that number is because that is a group of people of which she has a priority concern to ensure that those young people are able to be provided for by the system.
Jacinda Ardern.
If this is an area of priority concern, can the Minister name, excluding Job Ops and Community Max, which focuses on young people who are on a benefit, the initiative she is implementing to assist the tens of thousands of young people who are not on a benefit, not in a job and not in education or training?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the Minister for Social Development, what I can tell that member is that there are many programs and services available for those young people, and I can name certainly the work that the Minister of Social Welfare is doing to have a stronger economy in New Zealand through lower personal taxes, less regulation and a commitment to a growing economy.
Here. Very good. Carmel Sepuloni.
Does she have any preliminary results showing which of her policies has been the most effective in tackling Pacific youth unemployment?
Order. I apologise to the Honourable Member, but could I ask both Chris Tremaine and the Honourable Annette King to desist the interjecting across in front of the House here, because we cannot hear Carmel Sepuloni. Please repeat your question.
Does she have any preliminary results showing which of her policies has been the most effective in tackling Pacific youth unemployment?
The Honourable Tony
Mr.
Ryall.
Speaker, on behalf of the Minister for Social Development, I do not have that information with me.
Carmel Sepuloni.
Question, Mr. Speaker. How does she recognise any of the action she has done with Bill English's statement that the reason the $4.8 million was necessary for the Pacific Economic Development Agency was because nothing was happening in this area in relation to Pacific youth unemployment?
The Honourable Tony Ryall.
Speaker, on behalf of the Minister for Social Development, I'm sure those comments were made with reference to the neglect of the previous Labor government.
Question number 12, Jackie Dean.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.